All right. I been getting a lot of requests lately. In fact, let me do the Jerry Ward shuffle here with this here camera. See what I can do. It still doesn't look any better, Jerry. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing something wrong. Anyway, I tried. I got a new thing going here that I'm going to try. I have a ton of experience with it. I've been doing it for a long time, or have done it for a long time. I just never charged anybody for it before. And the reason being is I've always felt as if, felt kind of funny. It's just my nature, charging people to help them, you know. Plus, it's not, necessary. It was never necessary because it was my passion. And I have a really solid trade, been at it for 30 years, so I'm pretty good at it. I'm at the top of, where I can possibly be in my trade pretty much. So, I'm not a rich guy, but I never needed, it was never a necessity for me to even consider charging anybody to help them with their diet or nutrition or training. And that way I really could take an interest in the person. If it was somebody that I liked, for some reason felt drawn to that person, could relate to them, I would just help them out. And like I said, I've done this multiple times, many, many times, and I've had awesome success, incredible success. And I got off on just that. That interests me plenty. But with the Guerrilla With A Cause thing, it's just come to the point where I guess it's sort of the more that you do, the more you want to do. And we find ourselves constantly, over budget and without the money and the funds we need to do more of what we want to do. And we want to keep things moving along. So, as I've said previously, if every subscriber pitched in $1 a month, that's all, $1 a month, right? $12 a year, which I'm not bitching, I'm just stating a fact. If every subscriber could do that, we wouldn't have any money problems. Well, we would probably still have money problems, but we would have enough that we could do huge things, And we have huge plans. There's things that we want to do that are just, that nobody's doing. And the reality is, everything costs something. So, with the shirts and all the crap that we have, it's just something that we took on because people requested it and because we wanted to promote our own brand, Guerrilla With A Cause, which the whole point behind Guerrilla With A Cause is we're trying to sell you a change in thought process. We're trying to sell you the idea that most people are going through day-to-day life with blinders on, and we want to open people's eyes that when you take the blinders off, look at the whole world that you're missing. The interaction, the becoming available and engaging your fellow human beings. It's not just that you're doing for other people, which you are, but in return, that's doing for you. It really is. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you preaching to the choir. But it's never been just about money, because if it was about money, I wouldn't boot so many people off of here, because I would need every one of them suckers. And I don't want them. We have a certain kind, and that's what I want, and I'm happy with that. So, to make a long story short, I'm going to start to offer custom diets and nutritional approaches and training, because people are requesting it. I mean, right this minute, I have 2 or 3 emails in there that just came in within the past 2 days. Literally, I get hundreds of emails a day, literally, no bullshit. And we have 2 or 3 that just came in within the past day or two, asking for online coaching. And they're from people who are overweight and want to lose body fat. They want to be in shape. They want to try to build some muscle if they can build some muscle and retain some muscle if nothing else. But they want to lose that body fat. They're fed up with it. They want to change in the quality of their life by going in that direction. And that they will achieve. If they can lose the body fat, they'll never regret it. It will be an awesome change in the quality of your life immensely. And it's just, there's so many benefits to it, health-wise, emotionally, just so much more, your self-esteem. There's just so much that, I don't have to go into it. People that are there, you know where I'm coming from. You know what I'm telling you is true, because you know your own wants and needs. Those of you who are in the midst of losing, you know how good it feels, and those who have lost, you know what a life changer it was. So that's what I want to start to do, and it'll work out good all the way around. It's going to help people. It's going to help Guerrilla with a Cause, and we have run the numbers, and we've come up with a way that we're going to be able to do it that's going to be effective, but still very, very affordable for people. And by effective, I mean for me to be able to do it. I don't know how other people do it. I don't care how other people do it. You know, God bless them. If they're having success and you know, they've developed a good rapport with people in this process, then, you know, that's awesome. I'm glad for them. But for me to be successful at it, for us to achieve success together, I need certain things. I need to almost be there. I need to use as many tools and resources that are technologically at our disposal right now that will bring me as close to actually being there with you as I can. So that's going to take more time, more hands-on, and a lot of Skyping. I need to be able to Skype with you. I need to be able to Skype with you. You know, like your first cardio session, for instance, we're going to do it together because, believe it or not, a huge shortcoming people have is they do ineffectual cardio. Well, everybody I work with, you're going to have to get mandatory. You're going to have to go and get a heart rate monitor. You can get an inexpensive one. They're very cheap. You can get one from Walmart. You can order one online. I don't care what you get, but we need to know what your heart rate's doing. I need to know that. There are certain things that I have to know. I need to know what your heart's doing when we do the cardio. I need to know what your heart rate's doing in between sets so we can determine the rest time and how much of a load we're placing on your cardiovascular system along with the workout, you know, what pace we want to set. So I need to know all these things. And after I get your initial diet together, after an assessment, I put your diet together, we're going to have a Skype session where we can go over your diet because I want to make sure there's no misunderstanding. And we want to hit the ground running. Don't want there to be any gray areas that you're unsure of or whatever that I can't, that's not coming across clearly through an email or a phone conversation. So most often we're going to do Skype over phone. We may do a phone here or there, but there's going to be a lot of Skype involved. Because that's the closest I can think of, the way to do it. So right now what I want to do is work with people who are trying to lose body fat. I want to work with people that are overweight. Yes, I can do the pre-contest shit. Yes, I can help you build muscle, all that kind of shit, if it's that important to you. But first off, the first thing is any of you need to know for your fitness goals, whether you're losing weight, building muscle, whatever, it's already available to you here in video. It's already here. If you sort through it, extract from within it, you will find your way. Now, if you can't do that or you're unsure of that, then this is what this is for, okay? If we go this route, then that leaves nothing undone. You're going to achieve success. The reason that I want to work with people that are trying to lose body fat right now, that are trying to lose weight, that are fat, is because it's the most rewarding for me. It is the biggest bang for your buck because I know that you're going to enjoy the biggest benefit from that, the biggest improvement in your quality of life and your happiness in those regards coming from that place. As far as pre-contest and that kind of bullshit, yeah, I can do it. It doesn't really, ring my bell. I mean, sure, I can do it, but I'm not really motivated passionately about it. So that we could discuss later. But right now, these are the people I want to work with. Seems to be a bunch of people out there with this problem. If you're tired of it, you've had enough of it, we're going to do it. This is what we're going to do. And as we go on, there may be other bits of information I need. You may need to, I don't know. I'm not going to throw everything out there and tell you exactly how I'm doing everything. But I need to know a lot of information. And we have the technology to find out these things very affordably. So depending on your situation, and when we come to some assessment or as we're rolling along, I may need to know other things, but it's not going to be anything over the moon. I may need to know what your blood sugar level is. That probably we can get by without that, but it's not impossible that I might need to know that. It depends on the case. I definitely have to know your heart rate. I have to know that. So that's where we're going to go. And what we're going to do is, the way I've put it together is, I want to offer this service in 90-day blocks, because by the end of 90 days, you're going to be able to decide that you're on track, you know where you're going now, and you can run with the ball from then. And if any time you have a problem, you can always come back and we can pick it back up. Or if at the end of 90 days, you don't think you've lost enough, which that ain't going to happen. If you're not happy, then you're not committed any longer. That's what you got. But you know what? I guarantee you that we're going to see success. I have had no one that didn't experience success. So we're going to see success. And like I said, that gives you time to figure out if you want to continue or not. So 90-day blocks. And 90 days is more than sufficient amount of time for you to assess if it's working for you or not. It should be working like gangbusters in 90 days. Should be very obvious that it works. You should look like a different person in 90 days. Put it that way. So that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do, because, like I said, we need to generate more income for Guerrilla With A Cause. You know, the products, the shirts, all this stuff. That helps to get the name out there. It helps to spread the message and bring more people to us. But to date, we haven't made $1 off of that. I mean, all the initial outlay for everything, and it's just not. I mean, ask anybody that actually does it, unless I'm not doing something right or whatever. It's not a huge money maker. YouTube's not a huge money maker. So if we really want to move Guerrilla With A Cause forward, have to at some point decide, do I want to just have a YouTube channel and be like a real popular guy on YouTube? Or do I want to actually push Guerrilla With A Cause forward so that, sure, we can talk about fitness till we're blue in the face because we all share that in common. That's awesome. I'm never going to stop, so I can relate to that. But the real deal here is, the real purpose of Guerrilla With A Cause is outreach and humanity. Humanity. So the way to do that is we have to bring some income in. So this is what we're going to try. We're going to see if we can do this and how it works out. Like I said, I already have a few people that are interested, and I'm with them if they're still interested. And any of you out there, if you're interested, not trying to generate, light a fire under you, but if you want to make the change, I'm only going to do a limited number of people, because I'm not the most organized guy, and I don't want to I'm not going to overload myself so that I have like no spare time, because this already cuts into my time more than what you see on the video. There's more going on. So get in touch with me if you're interested in it. Make it happen. If we're going to do it, let's do it. And that's all I got to say about that for right now. So other than that, have yourselves an awesome night. Take care, and I'll be back with you soon.